so much, babe. You tell me the same thing that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talk about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get the comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no.
Hey, Pete, let it ride out.
They were my business on the front page.
Headlines,
I threw prescription in Dior frames.
sunshine,
I had the vision back in 12th grade
lunchtime.
that I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Raider 2. Get set. 180.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his car on third down. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Carr seems to be in some pain. He's still down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. We'll check on his status when we get back. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll Be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over. Detroit.
To throw is Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, here's Carr. On the move to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Jets. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he fends him off. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second down and 10, Darnold. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Credit the tackle there. To Aaron Lynch.
That's it, baby.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Low, low, low.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Darnold from the gun, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tahir Whitehead in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Look at this spin. Balance. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. on the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. And Carr's going to keep it himself. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Watch it now, Barney!
On first down, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Darnold. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Last stop.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He sets to fire deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now, 180. But 5-man box. 694.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Get set, get set.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball here.
One, Raider 1.
Mike front four.
29. 29.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Off of play action, Darnold going up top. Got a man, it's caught. inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They get it to him running left. Fights him off. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, it's Darnold. Anuno's got it, complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Darnold on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Oh, a quarterback sneak on second down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 3, second down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
52's with my boy, 52.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold now to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
And the blitz does come. Over the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch him now, Barney.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go to Johnson again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Darnold. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one will be accepted. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
93.
From the gun, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over! Gun!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Going deep for Moncrief. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Jets on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Braxton Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff. Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll roll him out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. in for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Check 52 the lights.
Over.
On 1st and 10, Darnold going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They give it to Anderson. C.J. with an if. C.J. Anderson. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Following the penalty. It's Williams. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Third down now, it's C.J. Anderson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Lucky 56. Over. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. it's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.